Oh, let's see. Let me put this like this for a minute. Okay, we're back on. Son of a crapper. Hold on a minute. This new thing that I'm using for my. Okay, hold on. And then you should see the link there if you're watching. You don't have to, but Lockdown Productions might come in for a minute. That's the reason we ended the other stream so I could come back on with StreamYard and we might be able to chat for a minute. And if anybody else is interested in watching, he's a pretty interesting character. He does a lot of cool custom action figure stuff. And then he was just saying that he was just telling me that he's a hat maker. So that's kind of interesting. Give him a few minutes. I'm not doing anything special, and I don't know how much longer we'll stay on here right now. We'll see if he does come back on. I'm going to go grab this sketchbook real quick. Ow! I'll be right back, y'all. Ow! My ankle's hurting. Oh. 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 Oh, well, okay. Ow. Oh. Ow. Oh. Okay. You have to forgive me there. Bum, bum, bum. And hopefully this is working. Let's see. Do I need to share this to the community real quick? Okay. I don't know what happens when I do that, but I went over. See, I'm using StreamYard and it's going to YouTube, but then I can back out of here. I can make this I can close this window for a second, open up YouTube, and then I'm able to share the straight link to the live from YouTube onto X or into my community. So I'm just, okay, here we go. And is this?
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Is this,
okay.
Can you see me and hear me?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes. I've been behind stage. I ain't got a clue what to do to get on. My daughters have sorted me out.
Do what now?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Oh, okay.
TV's on at the same time, so it's bouncing back. You're about 3-4 seconds behind on the phone.
Oh, do you need to turn it down, or do I need to do something?
I've done it now.
Oh, okay.
Hello there. Pleased to meet you.
Yeah, it's good to see you, man.
Yeah. First time meeting in person. I'm trying to make it bigger.
That
there
was
bifocals on, and so the bottom half I can see you, and the top half I can't. So I've got you.
Oh.
Looking up.
So those are prescription, huh?
Yeah, they are. Yeah. I refused to wear glasses all my life until I couldn't thread a needle, and then I had to.
Oh.
I was just saying I was making a hat. I'll show you what I've been making. Bear with me.
That's what I was. Well, when you said that, I was like, well, let's at least test StreamYard out for a little bit.
Yeah, I've not finished one, but there's one so far.
I'm trying to.
Comes up like that.
Oh, is that like a?
It's a Mongol hat.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was like a. Well, you're right, like Mongol, like
So I make props for movies, and they
okay.
Game of Thrones. All the wild men in the woods, they're all from.
Oh, well, I never knew like what you did. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I do like extras in movies. Make props. I made most of the scabbards from not Lord of the Rings. Game of Thrones. I made the hats from the wild men. I made most of the shields as well.
Hey, I'm gonna give me just a second. I'm writing something. So it just occurred to me that I could do this. And then I could, I don't know if you see that. I'm just learning this stuff. So you coming on actually it's giving me another chance to test it out and work with it. Plus we get to look at, you know what I mean?
I was really to do with it.
I was tickled. I was tickled to death to see you in the chat, dude. I was like, whoa, man. Ever since Christmas, you commented Merry Christmas on one of my videos. And then I said, I went to your channel and I was like, man, he ain't made nothing in like months. No, and I didn't know, because if I'd been on Instagram, I would know probably a little bit, but I don't.
No, you're the only person to do with social media who know of Ben Hill. I've not told anybody else.
Oh, okay.
You can disappear off social media and no one usually notices.
Yeah, I mean, even some big people, like even someone that gets kind of like to a big point, if you're not consistently being seen every day on the internet, it doesn't take long for people
to say hello to you.
What's your dog's name? Hagrid?
This is Hagrid.
Man, this is awesome. I'm glad that we're talking.
Yeah, he loves phones. I do my daughter don't live with me, my oldest one, and she basically video calls me every day, and every day he jumps up to look at her.
Oh, okay. Did you say they don't live with you?
No, she got married and moved on.
Oh, okay.
But she's coming to live. She's coming back next month. Her husband's in the Navy, so every time he goes on deployment, she comes and lives with us. So it can be months and months at a time.
Right.
So he's.
How old is your granddaughter now, Violet?
She's 2 now, and she still watches your channels as well. She loves your voice.
Well, there's been a few times that I've brought up, I think on a live or something, I've had. It might have been around Christmas, but every once in a while, ever since Christmas, I've thought about you. I've been trying to figure out. I think I left a comment on a video, but if you haven't been active over there, you might not even be. I don't even know if I did or not.
I don't think I've answered anything from Instagram for don't lick my face for a couple of months actually. I've got to
Well,
do
I
it.
don't mean on Instagram. I'm just talking about on
I meant to say
YouTube.
YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my computer died. The dogs knocked a pint of pop over it and just killed it. And I buy too many toys to go out and rush and buy a new one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
I got
I got a new one for Christmas, but I opened it in the new year because I was in hospital, and it's different to my old one, and I'm just struggling to use it. It's just everything's different. I've got to relearn to use it, and I've just not really had the time or patience to learn it yet.
I totally know what you're like. I'm not a computer savvy person, but I've had a few computers, and I know that the next time I get one, I'll be able to learn it, but each one's a little different. Like depending on how new it is, what programs are in it, what brand, all that kind of stuff. And it's like you get used to like something. Like I hadn't had one in a while, but like I can't wait to get another one. I kind of fumbled last year. Someone sent me one, and then I don't have it anymore. So, but I don't want to talk about all that. Sorry.
That's no problem. No problem.
I'm just tickled to be talking to you. What else?
Yeah. I've got a teeth missing, so I lift sometimes. My daughter knocked them out for me. When she headbutted me and knocked them out.
Your daughter?
Yeah, she was playing and she headbutted me.
Oh.
And knocked my teeth out. I do put false ones in, but I don't like them. They just hurt me.
Well, so I didn't know. You was talking so nonchalantly, like my daughter headbutted me, and I thought, well, maybe I didn't know. Like, well, some people you could be talking about an instant, and you're so open, like it's just like no big deal. Like, oh, we got into it. And
no. I think she was just sitting on my knee, and she got excited and like jumped up.
Yeah.
And wallop.
No, I get what you're saying. She has a lot of fun with you. Is that the daughter that you're talking about that helps you with the creation of stuff sometimes? And
yeah. She doesn't help me so much now. She's older now, and we got her a phone.
Okay.
And since then, it's been a phone and nothing else. But
she's gotten in.
The other day, the weather has been really nice here. It's not like summer nice, but it's the weather I like, where it's still cool. The sun's out. You still got to wear a jumper, but it's nice. And we were in the garden the other day, and we made loads of new bits of outside diorama bits together. And we've split the house up. Like my missus has other side, like the diorama. I'll take it outside and show you in a minute before it gets too dark. And the other side, she's done it up as Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so she does anything with Alice in the Wonderland, and then me and my daughter were making clay items. Is it still on the table? Yeah, I think she's still on the table. I don't know how to spin the camera around, so I'll turn it around and you say if you see it or not after. It's out of clay. Can you see it?
Kind of. I'm trying to figure out how I might be able to.
Yeah, it's basically a hair dry clay, and it's a Mad Hatter's top hat.
It's kind of okay.
Yeah, and
it's a little dark.
This is an old Victorian house, and this side of the house I have doesn't have lights. If you see, no light fittings. It was all candlelight. And we had to we moved in. We had to get electric put in, and the missus didn't want it this side of the house to keep the old bit going.
That's kind of cool, though.
Yeah, so it's all old beams and floors. We've got a basement as well, but it's all filled in.
Yeah.
But I'm working. Well, I've been hats. I've got a big fair this weekend, so I'm trying to get things made. But I keep stopping and doing the things I enjoy. But that's what we've been making. If you can see it.
Yeah. Are you talking about a fair for like or like a con or
Well, it's kind of
or
yeah.
what?
It's more historical fairs. So I'm going there
Oh,
to
okay, okay.
sell the hats.
Are you making some costumes or something?
Yeah. It's one of my jobs. I make copies of historical original
Yeah, like
finds. So
that
I
hat
make
you were.
scabbards
Okay.
and bags, and I've made everything. I made like old shakos and fur
Is
coats.
this like
And
a?
bit of
Is it like
everything,
one of those
really.
fair? So people they'll be like people kind of like dressed up in like they'll be acting as if they're in the like whatever time period they're dressed in. Yeah.
Look, the fair is people won't be dressed up at this one because it's indoors and it's the out of season of people doing. I
Oh,
think like very similar to your Renaissance fairs you have in America.
yeah.
It's similar to that, but more historical, accurate on the timelines.
Right.
So there'll be like Romans will be there and medieval and all timelines will be selling their wares.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like kind of for whoever's like whatever particular part someone has interest in what particular type of time period in history. You'd have a wide selection of different people
Yeah,
covering all types
where
of
all the film companies turn up as well. So it's a bit like
yeah.
so you when you're there, you know, like you can get contracts and deals and all sorts. It's all
Yeah, if they see your work and really like it,
and they order, they say, oh, can you make this and that? It's like Game of Thrones is one of my biggest ones. They kind of ordered like, we want 300 scabbards off you, we want 200 hats.
Oh, okay.
So you go like, yeah, sure. When do you want to? Can we have next week? It's like, no, I'm not that fast. But yeah, I only do it as like a side hobby anyway. I'm a person what sees myself as immensely lazy, but I never stop doing stuff. And if I do, I fall asleep.
Oh, okay.
I'm always active, but I'm not active in my own mind. I'm always doing something or another. Even right down to like the things I'm making, it's out of cow skins, and any little bit of offcut I get, I'm making little tiny cow skins.
Oh, okay.
Out of the offcuts,
cool.
You know, to make them like 1/18 scale for the floors.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. For Christmas, my missus got me loads of stuff. Actually, the best thing of almost dying is she's treating me like mad. But I got the ghost.
Oh yeah, I remember. Wasn't that like that was pretty expensive, wasn't
it? Yes, especially because I've got two. Because I bought myself one. I bought myself one, and then she surprised me at Christmas because she bought me one as well. So I have two. I don't know what to do with the one. The one's in a box. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. But the box is absolutely massive.
I imagine that thing is like a house itself, isn't it? I mean,
I'd say it's a good size. It's not much bigger than the Legacy Falcon. It is bigger, but not much bigger. And I got Jabba's Palace for Christmas as well. And I'm going to build that a bit.
Oh, okay.
More of diorama and put it in Nassau. If I'm going in the garden, I'm about to lose the light here. So I'm going to go in the garden now and roughly show you.
Okay.
Before I lose,
we have
all light. The house is really dark. It's old, and it is quite cool. It's an old house. It's based on a ship, so we have a porthole on the front door. Can you see it?
Yeah, porthole.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay, I see it.
yeah. If you have a
Yeah,
profile.
like on in a ship on the on the sea or something.
Yeah, the people who lived there before built the house, so they were here for 100 years before
Oh,
they
okay.
the old family died and we moved in. And she
Oh,
was massive into going on ships and cruises, and everything in the house was all ship based. Like we got fireplaces, all old ships and that kind of stuff. So
oh, hey,
basically,
hold on a
everyone
second.
calls this is my back garden. It's all in my front. So there's the front door.
Oh, okay, that's the back garden.
There's one of the gates into the house, and this is all my front garden.
There should.
Oh.
I'm trying to figure out if there's a way to make you all by yourself, but I don't want to mess anything up. You know what I mean? Like
I don't know how to do.
Well, like I'm learning. Somebody's watching though. I just wanted to say hi to them. They said, "Hey," it's somebody that sometimes catches my streams. I was going to tell
kind of doing
anybody that's watching. This is Lockdown Productions. What are you doing?
With me, I'm showing you the stuff on the garden. But
yeah, I'm sorry.
I've not put all this on Instagram yet, but I've just done all this. That was the war zone area. I've took it all down and apart and put sand down and then put like building. It's going to be called Old Town.
Old Town?
Yeah, it's basically Old Town, and over there is the New Town. So it's all built up.
That is just absolutely. I mean, I could only imagine like. Do you ever let people? Is there ever people that come and you just show this off to people?
Say again,
sorry? Or is this just do what?
I've got to walk closer to the house. I was losing reception.
Oh, okay.
Too far away from the speaker.
The signal.
Yeah, the signal. I can't walk to the end of the garden. And so I've been working on. I give myself like a couple of hours to go and do my playing, and then I go back and do some sewing. But I'm building.
Oh, okay.
So all my buildings are out of old packing foam. So
I've
started building that one because I like all the shapes on it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's just when I go to find any packing foam, I just I'm gonna have that. I'm gonna have that. So all of this is all built out packing foam. So in theory, it costs virtually nothing to make.
Yeah, just time, like in it's something you enjoy to do.
Yeah, but I've moved all this around to have more space. So I've got big open space here now. So I can put more buildings in, as well as I've made wider gaps so I can lay down.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I've got to walk to the house. I've walked away again and got lost reception.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, basically, if I go too far away from is it the router?
Oh, it's okay. I'm enjoying you showing me things and just talking to you. Like, I feel kind of.
Yeah, I'll have to try and learn because I know you can spin the camera around, but I don't know how to do it. But like my house is a giant toy room. It's like I have a really messy workbench. This is my painting one. That's like really, really messy. My missus absolutely hates this with a passion.
Oh, really?
How messy it is, yeah. But I'm working on so many. I must be working on 60 different customs at the moment.
Oh man,
I got like I know he's a simple one.
Yeah,
but these went on sale for like £3, and so all it is a simple head swap. And
is that like a?
What size is that? When he's dressed up, he's in disguise.
right. They for the price you can make it like Army build it, right?
I bought 20 of them.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like there's a lot of different things you.
Yeah, I went to Joe Fest last year, and when I was there, I originally was going to go to for Marauders because they don't send to the UK.
Oh yeah, the Marauders.
Yeah, I always they used to, but through Brexit they don't send it to Europe anymore. So, and they've got the new Vietnam range coming out, and it's supposed to be out for Joe Fest last year. So I went over specially to buy them, and they got delayed, so I couldn't buy any.
Okay.
But so I bought like at least 2 of every one of their heads, as well as quite a lot of stuff actually. But
gosh,
yeah, and we're gonna go over, but we're gonna make sure we're gonna measure them to make sure when I go over again, I want to buy the Vietnam stuff.
Oh, okay, I got what you're saying.
Basically, because I want to make a China.
I remember when they were promoting. I remember when they were putting out the design artwork for those. That was like before they'd actually put them into production, like because they. Do you remember like a year or two ago, like when they were first showing the kind of like what we were looking at getting at some point?
Yeah. I don't think they're still out yet, though. Are they? They've been delayed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let me. There's somebody, Templar's Monk, that said hi to me. I wanted to acknowledge them. Oh, and to let them know, I'm chatting with Lockdown Productions. Someone I've been acquaintances with and friends with on the internet now for a few years, anyway.
Yeah. I think I first found your Mandalorian diorama.
Oh,
I think that's when I first found your channel.
Yeah, and I might have found. Well, I don't remember who found, but I remember watching you on YouTube before I even followed you on Instagram at one. Because I think for a while I wasn't even on it. You know what I mean? Which I'm not anymore because of the being hacked. But
yeah, Instagram. I think I've only been on it a year.
Yeah, I remember before I got hacked. At some point I started following you over there. But
yeah, it's when Zilla he just kept on saying go on Instagram, go on Instagram, and
yeah,
and he's like, okay, I'll give it a go. Well, actually, I'm very active on Instagram because I've actually kind of taught myself how to use it properly ish. What's actually probably stopped me doing so much on YouTube. Because I spend all the effort of doing. I know you think it's simple, like when you take a photograph, a photography, you need to do it this way to get it on YouTube, and that way to get it good on Instagram. But I keep forgetting to take photographs this way, and that's the reason why I'm not doing the stuff like that. Yeah. But I've got 2 videos to finish off. To put on YouTube. I've just got to the computer's changed and I just don't know how to use it properly.
Oh, okay.
So my daughter comes around every Wednesday and then we kind of sit down and she's teaching me how to reuse it. Even simple, like at the moment I can't get songs put on.
Oh.
On it. So I just I know like when you put songs on, you get like you don't get no money for it, but I don't really care about that. I kind of like a good background song.
Yeah, I know that's that. I'm the same way. Like, well, I mean, I'm not making any money on any of what I'm doing anyway yet, and I really don't like. If you're like me, like I'm just doing whatever I
money.
Do what?
I think you need to be a fit teenage girl to earn money.
Yeah, well, I mean. I didn't start doing I know that at some point, if I keep doing what I'm doing, it might be able to make money. might be able to make a little money to put back into what I do, but like I don't do it with that intention, like it's kind of like, how it is. Like I just share my life. And
Yeah,
I enjoy meeting people and making good connections.
Yeah, so I've not even bothered even trying to apply for money through YouTube. I've kind of reached all the right stuff to get it, but I'm not bothered. But what I have,
Right.
and I've really actually enjoyed it, is I go to some of the big toy fairs in England, and a couple of people recognise me on that, and I've actually got given some little gifts.
Oh, okay.
And that I really love it. Actually, love it. My daughter gets recognised more than I do, though.
Oh, really?
Get more screen time. At the end of my videos when I take a little photo of her doing something.
Oh yeah, like there for a while. That at some point I like when she narrated, when she would narrate stuff for you. That's really cool.
That's why I wanted to do that again.
Yeah,
because she enjoys doing it as well. But it's just I've just got to I've just got to relearn myself how to use the computer. I mean, you should probably just pick it up and do it straight away, but
I know some people are like that, man. Like but let's see. Hey, I don't mean I'm not. I think I'm going to end this for now. Is that okay with you?
Oh, that's no problem at all. It's getting quite dark here now. I bet it's like 7:30.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about. I need to probably, like there's a few things I'm gonna get off here and do, like that I need to do, and then I'll decide. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'll go live again. It just depends. But I've enjoyed. I would like to at some point in the future plan one where like after I've learned how to do this more, and like maybe you come back, like, well, you can come on anytime, but I'd like to have one where after where I can let people know and like introduce people like officially to like my friend or you like you got some interesting stuff to talk about, like from making props to the toys you do to people would probably it'd be. I'm not just talking about for content, but
yeah.
I'd like to just talk to you again. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's I liked it was spontaneous. If it wasn't spontaneous, I'd be more nervous. Which is quite amazing because I've been on I've been on endless film sets, and the thing is, I've not been a main actor. I've just been an extra, so I'm just in the background doing nothing. So,
well, then we'll just keep it that way. Like anytime if I'm using this, even if it's not planned, and you happen to be on the live, and you're like, "Hey, I'm gonna go hang out." We're gonna.
Yeah. Well,
it's kind of cool. I like technology.
Technology.
Sorry, sir.
I
don't mean to talk so much.
Technology. No, I
do what?
Put it all the time. Yeah, technology I don't like.
Well, I'm saying I like the fact that we can use it now like this, though. Like we can see each other and talk. It's the next best thing that like, okay, we're not right in the same room. Well, it's close. You know what I mean? Like it is kind of nice.
I'm in England and at 7:30 in the evening. You are?
It's 1:26 in the afternoon. So
yeah, so that's nice. You know what I mean? But the pond makes no difference, does it?
No. Well, like my friend Johnny Scab is over in England, or that's what he calls himself. That's what his channel is. He does a lot of interesting videos, but he covers comic books and stuff. Like I was saying, I've got several people that I talk to that it's kind of cool with getting to see that there's different people from all over that sometimes catch you, I imagine like even with your channel, like with the toys and stuff, you get, it's interesting when you do look at it. Like sometimes I get comments of people just letting me know where they're at. Oh, hey, I just found your video. And, like someone in another country, it's pretty interesting.
Yeah. I think I watched nearly all your videos. I say when I watch it all through the TV.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so the TV's there and you're on TV now. But I watch
Well,
it, and when you watch it through the TV, you can't comment or anything like that. It's just TV.
oh, okay. That's why that sometimes
You can like thumbs up, and that's the only thing you can do through the TV.
right, but
So,
you can't like leave a comment, or you can't be, or if it's a live, you can't chat through the TV. You would have to.
yeah, and the phone. This is my phone now.
Right.
Basically, my missus got a. She's one of these people who has to get the latest iPhone every year, and then it just gets passed down to the rest of the family. So literally, her mum, her dad, all my kids, all have had old iPhones, and I was then on the list of the next one. This one here. Before then, I had to wait until one of the girls come back and then say, "Oh, could you check if I've got any messages? Could you reply for me?" Because they had to do it all through their phones.
Oh, okay.
It's a funny story about phones, if you don't mind telling you. Is my mum, she died in COVID times, but
okay.
But she was one of these people where she rang me up at least 60 times a day.
Whoa.
Yeah, and she rang me up to say it's morning. Rang me up saying, "What are you still doing up?" She was controlling in every way. I brought my entire life like it, so I was kind of used to it. And then when mobile phones come out, I got one. Before it was a landline, and then she was ringing continuously on the mobile, and I couldn't get away. And one time I was on a bus, and it was, "What are you doing?" I'm coming around yours now. It's loud where you are. Yeah, it is. Are you in a pub? It's like, no, I'm not in a pub. Yo, you're in a pub, ain't you? No, I'm not in a pub. What are you doing in a pub? You shouldn't be in a pub. You said you couldn't run around in a pub. Like, Mum, I'm not in the pub. And in the end, it goes, "Mum, I'm 30-year-old. I've got a wife and kids. If I want to go to the pub, I can. I don't know why I'm justifying it with you at all. I can go to the pub, but I'm not. I'm on a bus." And everybody on the bus was laughing their heads off at me. And I got off the bus and threw my mobile phone onto the floor and smashed it. So she couldn't ring me anymore.
Oh my God.
And then I've not had a mobile phone for then 20 years.
God.
Yeah, just because I just couldn't bear a ringing continuously.
Right.
Continuously.
There's certain people that I've purposely choose not to let them know like if I've changed numbers or if I ever let them know there's certain people that at some point I've made a mistake of, they've got my number and they blow me up all the time, yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Well, my daughter, I will ring her up straight after this and tell her I've been on your stream, so then she'll probably watch me on it as well from it.
Yeah, it'll probably, I don't know how long it takes, but like every time usually the stream, it takes a little while for it to process in it. Well, you know how
about 4 seconds. That's all.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. I can watch you on TV when you're about 4 seconds behind on the phone.
Well, I was thinking when I end it, for people to be able to watch it later, it takes a minute for it to come up as a, or I don't know if I've always noticed my lives take a little while before you can go in and actually watch it again.
I thought you can watch them straight away. I watched you live on the last one as well, where a young guy was on. Were you?
Oh yeah. Okay.
I was watching that one as well. Yeah, at the moment, luckily, I'm at home all the time. Continuously now. So I'm working Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but about 14 hours per day. Them ones.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm actually doing a toy fair this year, the NEC toy fair. I'm working at that one, basically offloading a lot of my Joy Toys, the Warhammer stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that stuff's getting crazy now. I've seen some of those bigger toys that they're putting out. Like
I was collecting everyone as it got released. I was collecting them. I'm collecting multiple ones of them. I'm trying to do a battle. In theory, outside in my giant diorama.
Oh, okay.
So I kept on buying them and buying them, and I suddenly realised I'm buying every single one, and I need to do less. So I decided to pick Space Wolves.
Oh, okay.
And that's the one I'm roughly going for, and the rest I'm getting rid of, just because like I've got like all the different ones, but I wanted an army of the
Right.
state.
So concentrate on one faction or one
yeah, because
it'd be easier to do that. Yeah.
That, and then I got Tau, but then you can't buy Tau anymore. Another faction. So I was going to get a good side and a bad side, and that was it.
Oh.
And all the rest will get rid of, and then I'll probably buy more toys with it. But I'll show you my army so far to do with. This has not been on Instagram as well. It's there.
Oh, okay.
So I've got loads of them now. And then I've got all the big hitters at the top here. Can you see them?
Yeah, I see them.
Yeah. So I've kind of, they're the ones. That's the army. I think that is an army already now. I've got in theory, and can I say quote in theory enough?
Yeah.
But on all the rest, I'm getting rid of. So like the ones underneath, these are going. And then I've boxed some up already. I just don't know how much to charge for them, because closest to get my money back as possible. From it, but then but if you look on eBay, they're actually crazy amount of money on eBay. I mean, say if I pick one up for 20 quid, it's like 80 quid on eBay. So if I can get my 20 quid back, it's brilliant.
Okay, my friend's watching. He's on break at work. He just let me know that he's listening to us.
Hello, hi there.
Bleed. He's bleeding.
If I talk too fast, tell me, because my native Leicester accent is really, really fast talking.
I'm following you fine myself, but if anybody else,
I'm slowing down when I'm talking.
Well, let me bleed blue.
I don't live in Leicester anymore, but if I see some of my old friends, people around us can't understand us talking, because we do a lot of gestures when we talk. We don't realise we do it, but
I was gonna say to Bleed Blue that because he just popped in, but he might have read it in the chat there. I was just letting him know who you are. This is Lockdown Productions, and this is a friend that does custom toy work, and then I'm finding out about him today. He does well. You make hats, you make props and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. That kind of goes hand in hand with, when I think about that, that even explains more why you're, it's like what you do for a living, making props and stuff, but you also, like with the toys, it's kind of the same like you're customizing and doing.
Yeah,
it's an extension of something,
before the lockdown.
Yeah,
I was a basic trainer to get people to be stuntmen, but for historical stuntmen, so like archery and combats, like fighting with swords and shields and things like that. I used to train thousands of people per year.
Okay.
To do it, and then I was at an event every year. I even let people out to ride horse archery, everything. And I did it every single weekend, and then most weekdays as well. And then the lockdown come in, and it just stopped. And it was kind of like, whoa! I was so active, I don't know what to do. Now
that's when we kind of that's when I found your channel, was sometime during the lockdown, I think.
Yeah, this is why I'm called Lockdown Productions, because I set it up. Me and my daughter.
Yeah, I mean, it made sense to me. It was like you weren't being able to go out and do things like you had been doing, and so you were able to put a lot more into
yeah. Well, I think I've always I tell you, mate, I do suffer with stress, like everyone does, and the way I cope with it, I army build stormtroopers, and then put them in neat, tidy lines.
Oh,
Yeah, and I just set them up, and they fall down. I set them up, and that is just such a stress relief for me.
okay.
I loved it, but no one ever knew I ever did stuff like that. My missus used to know I had boxes full of these action figures, and it was a way I cope with stress, just laying these figures out, as well as when I did historical battles as well, and actually like make scripts for battles, and I used to use the figures to like create so people could understand the way to do a historical battle, and I used to use them for that. And so yeah, I just love zombies, and I thought I'd tie figures into what I enjoyed. So it was great for me. To me, the lockdown was horrible because I lost my mum and my sister through it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it was great for me because I could really change my life from it, and the dogs are going wappy. I've got at the moment 4 dogs here.
No problem, man.
So they're all little. So everything goes by. I live across the road from a school and a fire station. So when they're alive now, it's just
Right.
so yeah. So and then from that, I could then continuously do stress. Oh, bear with me. It's my missus is coming home. I'm going to tell her I'm doing a live stream. I'll get her to maybe even wait. Emily, I'm doing a live stream. Great.
Hey there.
Oh, hello. I was very nervous about who was there then.
It's Grey Cloud.
Oh, nice to meet you.
It was very
Nice to meet you.
spontaneous. We're doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just figured out how to do it.
Or Lucy found out how to do it for me.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not. He's the third person. I'm just experimenting to learn how to do this.
Yeah.
I don't know everything I can do yet. With having other people
No,
on.
I'm impressed that he's managed to put it on.
This is Nando.
Oh, okay. Did you say Lando or Nando?
Nando.
Like Nando. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, from the restaurant we're going to in a bit.
How are we now?
You said it was Tuesday. We can go Nando's.
Oh.
When I sent you stuff, did I send you
I'll see you
a
later.
packet of Nando sprinkle?
What?
Yeah, when I sent you your action figure, didn't I send you a packet of Nando flavoring?
Flavoring? I don't know.
Did I?
I'd have to go. I remember you sent me a bunch of them little furry. Well, what were they? What are they called?
Tribbles.
Yeah, tribbles. I remember having that and like the stickers with that. I'm trying to remember what Nando. You said flavoring?
Oh yeah, but Nando's is a big restaurant chain I'll say it's in the entire world. They are in America as well. Not so many.
Oh, I've never. Okay.
But I think it's rare in America. Very, very common over here, and it's like Portuguese food.
Oh,
And the flavor is really nice. And I swear I sent you a. Basically, you can buy it in the supermarkets to add it to your own food. And
I think
where you used to fry your steak up. And I thought
it seems like I would remember that though. Like, don't you think I would obviously? Like, I don't remember.
Have you had 2 things turn up or 1?
Well, I had one actual package from you with the custom, and then the other thing was through Amazon.
No, okay. I'll look into it. I sent you a second parcel, and they had the Nando sprinkle was in it.
All I ever remember getting was the action figure. Oh, hey, let me tell you. Do you see this? Cloud Illusion said that So do you have a chain on your glasses?
Yes.
They've noticed. They said, "I like your eyeglasses chain. I make them."
Yeah,
I hadn't even really. I had not paid attention. So isn't that cool? Like Cloud Illusions is somebody.
My daughter bought it. My daughter bought it for me because I kept on losing my glasses continuously. As well as sometimes losing my glasses. It's that I can't find my glasses anywhere.
Oh, okay.
And it's one of those things where, when I was, you might remember this. Remember the old cartoon Joe 90?
No.
No, it might have been a UK thing then. But the same people who made Thunderbirds and Space 1999 and all that lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, then basically it was called Joe 90. It was a bit like James Bond, but as a kid. You know, the big thick pair of glasses, and they were very fashionable glasses, and they're my first glasses I ever got when I was maybe 4 years old. And everyone took the mickey out of me and called me Joe 90. So I broke my glasses on purpose. And then they
were calling you that as a insult, and you didn't.
Yeah. Same like 4 eyes and that kind of stuff. So I broke my glasses and then just never bothered wearing them ever until last year was my first pair of glasses. I had to get laser eye surgery, and because my vision was going, and then I got glasses on and I got 20/20 vision with glasses on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's that, but I kept on putting them down and losing them everywhere, and I'm supposed to be wearing them all the time, but I don't. I only sit on the phone or painting or anything like that. If I go out, I take them off. And I've sat on a pair. I imagine I've only had glasses for 1 year, and these are my 7th pair.
Golly!
Because I've sat on a pair, I've lost them. I basically put them in my pocket and broke them. I lost a pair in a coat, and I found them about a month ago. And then she bought me. So when I do take them off, they just hang down like that, and I get funny looks everywhere I go because I wear these Daniel things, and people laugh and giggle, but I kind of don't care.
Well, she says that's why the chain helps. You won't set him down and forget them where you left them. And I guess that's why you're saying your daughter ended up getting you that chain. Is
yeah. My problem is I chew the chain. I've broke a number of beads. I chewed the beads. They're chewing them sometimes. Snap, snap. And so this is going to break soon. I know it is. But yeah. It has saved me losing these. I've had these pair now for quite a while, and my little dog was sitting on my knee, fast asleep now.
Oh, okay.
That's Venus. I have 4 dogs, but she's not long had puppies, and the puppies chewed my glasses, so I've got little tiny scratches.
Oh,
all over the glasses now, because the little dogs are chewing them.
Okay.
They've all gone, but they've all gone with family members, so they all come back. So like the next door neighbour's got one, my daughter's got one, my other daughter's got one. My daughter's boyfriend's had one. All the little puppies.
Oh.
So they all come back.
Okay. I had some puppies recently, but I had to get rid of or couldn't keep them, of course.
I noticed your puppy videos are very popular on YouTube.
Yeah, anything I do with
your ratings go up.
I noticed that, like, anytime I'm posting anything with my animals, whether it's puppies or just the dogs in general, or even just that, like I get more like the shorts of me going outside or doing anything like that. Those seem to do better too. But I'm not really like trying to figure it out. It's just, when you look at your channel and you do see that something for whatever reason got more views than any of the other stuff you put out, you're like, oh, well, that's interesting. I take note. Like I guess if I was trying to do it to make money, then I would be trying to work more with the algorithm. But I think that would be too much tedious. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if it don't feel natural, I don't want to do it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I kind of. I watch YouTube a lot, and
Yeah.
I like smaller channels. So channels like yours and others, I like smaller channels because they're more real,
Yeah.
and it's nice because you talk from your heart, and you sing, you dance, you do everything, and it's there. But what I found is with channels, when they start earning money, they just advertise, sign up, sign up, sign up, sign up, please like.
Yeah, it's like
Do this, and it's just it feels pushy all the time. That's why I think I never want to do on my channel. I never say please like and subscribe.
right.
It's just
Well, I do.
I decided I was never going to do that.
I thought I wasn't going to ever do that either, and then at some point I started doing it. But
yeah,
here lately, I've been kind of like it's like it's gotten to where, like, if I remember to do it, I do it. If I don't worry about it. You know what I mean? It's like, because I'm not thinking that it really helps that either someone's going to hit the like button or they're not. You know, it's kind of like, but I've watched enough things on it why it is important. You know what I mean? Like, if I want the videos to go out to more people, if sometimes it does help to maybe just mention it, but I'm like you. Like,
my daughter is continually saying, "Do reviews, do reviews, do reviews." Because I have quite a lot of toys, and they turn up. They turn up. Well, my missus is not around, but they turn up every day, one way or another. And what I've found, and especially like and a really good channel I left you is Big Little Robots.
Yeah.
I like his channel, and what I like the most about him, he actually come around and said, I'm now buying stuff for my channel, and it's hurting my wallet, and because I need to make more content, I've got to get because then you have a weird window of when you do a review. It's like the toy's out now, in 3 weeks it's an old toy. Who cares about it?
Yeah, it's like people are always wanting the newest thing. So if you're trying to just keep up with everything that's coming out, I could see how that, just because you're making content, that could be really.
And that's what I said to my kids is one reason why I won't do reviews, because it's a rabbit hole. You just kind of like need to buy just to do the review, and I don't want to do that. I want to buy for what I want to buy, and for me, I listen to a song when I'm out somewhere. I just hear a song, and then in my head I vision a picture with a portion of that song, and that's what then I try to recreate when I come home to somewhere, and then do a bit of toy photography or something like that.
Yeah, that's how I like when I think of. Sometimes music helps me think of stuff for the stories and things I come up with. Is it kind of like you hear a song and you see something in your head that wait, and you come home and you try to set it, what you see in your head to that song, you're trying to recreate it. That sounds really cool.
Last week I went to watch T-Rex. I don't know if you know that old band. Yeah,
from the 70s and stuff.
Yeah, of T-Rex last week, and the song come on, children. We're the children of the revolution.
Yeah,
like that, and I thought, I'd love to do in my head. It's like, I want to do a scene of like my apocalyptic people, then like fighting the Empire, the Star Wars. So I come home and then set it all up in the garden and took a couple of pictures, and that song just made it in my head. Kind of I visioned it and then actually tried to recreate it, and I love doing that. Just randomly go out and hearing an odd song, Same like if I listen to any like the Viking rock music, I just want to come back and like take photos of orcs.
Oh yeah. Hey, Cloud Illusions had said when a hobby becomes work, that changes everything, and I would say she agreed with. And then this is interesting. I don't know if she knew. Well, I understand what he was talking about, but she was saying you could do reviews on old things as well, like decades. I'm glad she brought that up. That would be interesting. I could do a review, but I don't know how you review a decade.
Yeah. Maybe a song about
I can't remember. So, like, I can tell you that a large portion of the '90s I can't remember. It's a big blur, you know.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about starting to do some more story time type stuff, though.
I enjoyed your stories.
Do what?
I enjoy your story time. I know you got thinking my daughter's little one. You got thinking she actually to get her asleep. Sorry to say, to get her asleep,
Right.
she put you on YouTube. You doing your story, and that made her fall asleep.
Oh, okay.
You know, I think it was your voice. It's deep, and for kids, it's lovely and calming.
I've had several people talk about my voice before, especially when they like if they're like I've had people mention it, especially on some of the videos where like whether it be the devotional I'm reading or the Way of the Wizard book or anything that I'm like actually reading from, because I've had people be like, "Have you ever thought about like people have said that if I wanted to, I could probably do like read someone's book for them onto tape. Like if like that, people have said, well, you ought to think about doing something like that. And I'm thinking, yeah, I guess you could do that. But like, to me, that would probably not be that fun. You know what I mean? Like if that was my job to read a whole book and have it recorded so that they can put it out.
Yeah.
I don't think I could do that. You know what I mean? Like us just talking or me just doing my videos the way I do them.
I know there's Famine's got a book. I think short zombie stories. Famine Studio, and that'd be cool for you to do because it's short little stories.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You do a collab with him.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I think when I'm painting, my biggest problem, I don't know, I flick a lot trying to find something to put on.
Yeah.
Just flick. So I now put on sci-fi stories or zombie stories on the YouTube where they're just doing a story off like that. So I realized I put that on and then I can paint and I don't have to look up or do anything.
Oh yeah, like something that you can watch it, but you don't have to pay attention the whole time. Like,
yeah,
is that what you like?
Yeah. Well, basically today,
like if you turn away for a minute, it's not going to be like you can kind of pick up and something that's kind of fast paced. It's action. It's
Like when
it's easy to follow.
Like when I'm sewing, everything I do is handmade, hand sewed, and and so I want to sew. I've got to look down and sew. So I like to listen. I like to listen and then not bother looking up. Every time I look up, I stop sewing, and you realise I don't get my job done.
Right.
Is why I found you was my break time. I give myself actually break time through the day. So I went on a break and then clicked on YouTube.
I'm going to embarrass you. Did you see this comment?
Say again?
Wow, what a cute guest. I think someone's trying to embarrass you.
It's going behind me.
Sophie, he's married. They probably did. I just thought I get good people when I do.
Go bold at the top.
Do what?
I'm going bold at the top. I'm not that cute. I'm losing the air now.
Well, sometimes when I was going to say that for the most part, when I've done my streams, well, if you said you watch pretty often, or you have been watching. So I
watched the last one when you was on live with the younger lad.
Yeah.
And I think the one before that I watched, but it wasn't live. It was just randomly.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm saying like
she's come home now. She won't come in the front room because I'm on live stream with you. But usually like she'll work and then we'll come home and watch an episode together of something.
Yeah.
At the moment we're watching Firefly.
Oh, okay.
So we'll watch one episode of something. Well, usually sci-fi because I'm really into sci-fi stuff.
Did you say Firefly?
Yeah, well, I'm watching Firefly.
Yeah, I really like that show.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites. Yeah,
But,
yeah. So I'm watching that. I think we've watched them all now. We're just going to watch the movie. But we watched one episode together. And what's back on in England? Do you ever remember the old Gladiators? It was in America as well. Two people come on and like a game show.
oh, are you talking about like in modern times, like they had like obstacles and stuff they had to go through, or they battled each other, or
yeah.
But they had pads and stuff on. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Here, and so we're watching one episode of that each night as well. Because it used to be on all around the world about 30 years ago.
Oh yeah.
But it's suddenly back on here.
Well,
I don't think you've got it or not over there yet. I don't know.
I think I don't mean to. I was going to get ended earlier, but we got to talking good and people showed up.
I don't stop.
Well, no, I'm just saying I'm going to get off here now because my back's starting to hurt. Well, the other stream we were doing, you were in the chat. I was on for about an hour there, and then we ended it, and we came back here. So I'm not complaining. I'm just sometimes I have to remember I do need to get up. I need to stretch. I need to, you know what I mean? Like I would love to sit here and do this all day long, but
we're going to a restaurant tonight for dinner.
Oh, okay. Well,
so we're going.
Y'all have fun then.
We're going now.
Hey, I appreciate you being here, man, and thanks for being here and being
I really enjoyed talking to you.
Well, I feel like ever since back a few years ago, when you told me about your granddaughter and listening to the videos, I felt like a connection between y'all, and then y'all helped me out a couple of times, during hard times and stuff. It's just been, even though we haven't ever met in person, there's a connection, and I appreciate it. So
you live down the road.
Okay. Hey, talk to you later, man. Y'all have a good night. Okay. Bye.
You too.
Oh.